Um, so I think this is on. I won't really know. Ew, look at my hair. I guess I won't know until I watch the recording. But I did a test. It should be fine. Um, I'm gonna go through the draft. I guess I couldn't decide if I was gonna go through the draft or just look at each team. But I want to look at the draft because I can, I don't know, just see the value and see where guys got picked. By the way, right now Kyle just texted me. Our pitching is trash. Talking about our teams. No, 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 no. My pitching is not trash. Sorry, I gotta reply to this. What I wanted. Anyway, Kyle's being an idiot. So let's go through this. Mike Trout. I'm not gonna really dwell on a lot of obvious stuff. Um, Trout though, and then Mookie is it went how I expected. I thought Jarrett would go JD Martinez, just with the Jose Ramirez fouling the ball off himself thing. But dude, oh my God, Kyle. You know what? I'm gonna reply to Kyle and his slander later while this is uploading, so don't worry about it. But yeah, really, I don't know. But the X-rays came back and Ramirez is fine, so that's I get it. Infield is whatever. Sam auto drafted Scherzer. I think he totally would have gone Arenado if he could. I think he would have gone Judge even probably. Um, so then yeah, Arenado dropped to Luke, which we talked about actually happening, and I guess that worked. Uh, then the decision for me was who does Johnny pick, and I picked the other. So I ended up with Trey Turner. Happy about that. I knew JJ would pick Chris Sale. I knew it. Multiple people. Oh my God. I got to reply to Kyle on this one because he just said Zach Eflin better than Pavetta. Ha 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 ha. Dumbest thing you ever done said. That's going in my video. Anyway, forget Kyle. I knew JJ would take Chris Sale. It's so obvious. My dad, though, went wild. Bryce Harper and Aaron Judge. Imagine taking them first two picks back to back. I think that's pretty amazing. I think that's, I don't know. It's probably one of the best 1-2 punches from the first two rounds. Mike's Trout and Goldie, though, probably a little better. Um, but yeah, then things went pretty typical. Like Bregman, I ended up taking Machado. I was thinking about Stanton, but I don't know. I'd rather just go Machado. Stanton's a little one-dimensional. Um, sorta he's clearly more power focused. Um, I know we don't have batting average, but I don't know. I think Machado's a little like power you can get later, as you'll see like later on. I get Nelson Cruz, Chris Davis is out there, Joey Gallo, like guys that can just hit as many homers as Stanton that aren't second round players. So, um, auto draft Lindor. I mean that sucks. He's gonna be out a little bit, but he's a first rounder when he's healthy. So, I'm still surprised Kyle went with a pitcher so early because I just don't like pitching early at all. Like straight up, I don't think I don't like drafting a pitcher until like well where I drafted one obviously I guess. But I'll get there. I'll move on. I thought Bauer was a little early. I think he could win the AL Cy Young, and I think he's the fifth best pitcher in baseball. So, you know, I think he was drafted appropriately, but I would have liked to see somebody wait until like the end of the third round. But it doesn't really matter. Mike has those back-to-back picks. He kind of has to do his thing. He didn't. Mike was talking and his year that was draft. He didn't like Trevor Story. I gotta tell you, Mike, Trevor Story's a beast and is gonna have an insane year for Kyle. Just letting you know. Uh, Freddie Freeman is a good pick. I think that was auto picked, but Freddie Freeman's a great pick. Uh, Chris Bryant pissed me off, dude. One pick before me, very upsetting. But I went with Blackman, who I never even thought of drafting him in mocks, but it's just a really consistent, kind of boring guy. Like if he hits me, if he does 2018, great. That's really, what can I? I'm not really worried about that. Um, my dad shocked me here. I will say, not taking Syndergaard, just baffling. I cannot believe he didn't take Syndergaard. He took Walker Bueller instead. I just, you know, all things equal, I like Syndergaard better, and we're Mets fans. Why, what are you doing? And Bogarts, I just don't. I would have rather had Benintendi, or Soto, or Rendon, but I don't know. Not really worried about it. I got Soto, which was cool because I was choosing between Blackman and Soto, and I got both, so I was happy about that. Love Rendon though. Um, it's just third base is so deep, and Machado is going to be playing third at some point for me. So Chris Davis is just a great pick. I love Chris Davis, especially in this league. Rhys Hoskins is a great pick, 4th round. Can't believe Kyle got him, honestly. I don't know if Correa was an auto. Oh, I'm yawning. I don't know if Correa was auto pick for Sam. I don't know when he picked up and got into the league. But I would have rather gone Rhys Hoskins there, but again, doesn't matter. Rizzo, I think in the 4th round, great pick for Dan. I was gonna say Zach because I saw the ZAK. My mentality with first base, which is probably obvious from my team and who's on it, is if I can get the top 3, great. If I can't, just abandon ship. But Rizzo at the end of the 4th is perfect. That's such good value. I think, at least. I don't know. Like, I'd rather have Rizzo than Bogarts. So, oh my God, Kyle. Wow, dude. RotoChamp's projections for Kinsler are really strong. What? Shut up. Dude's getting excited about his bench players. Syndergaard, I mean, I wish there was a chance I could have gotten him in the 5th, but I didn't think it would happen. Whit Merrifield, Joey Votto. Yeah, Joey Votto, just to me, like I said, if I could get Rizzo where Dan got him, that's perfect. But I knew that wouldn't happen. And then after that is Joey Votto and Bellinger, and I just think the price is too high for Bellinger and Votto in round 5. Again, I don't know. Yeah, if Votto can get over 20 home runs again, great. But I don't know. I don't know if he can. Oh my God, I'm so tired. But the lineup's way better, so like I think feasibly he should, and his RBIs and runs should go up. I mean, the only problem is I don't know how long this video is so far, but doesn't really matter. Blah blah. What else? What are interesting? I thought Kane was a good pick. Paxton, I like, but like, I mean, I'm biased towards pitchers a lot. Like, I have very strong pitcher opinions. So like, for example, like, I love Paxton, but I do think Carrasco is a better pitcher than Paxton. Like ranking them. I don't know. Like if I had to rearrange the ESPN ranks, I would have had Carrasco above Paxton, and that's not just because I picked Carrasco. Had no idea that would ever happen. Let me skip to that. Because I was shocked that Carrasco fell to pick 53. I think it was. Like I didn't do a single mock where I took Carrasco. None. Never did I even consider it because every mock I did, he would get drafted around like round 4. I don't know why I'm pointing at the screen. Nobody can see that. He would go like late round 4, early round 5. He would go like above Paxton. He would go near like the Springers. He would go after Syndergaard, obviously. Syndergaard's better, but I don't know. I thought he was ranked too high. I don't think Carrasco deserved to be ranked 37th. So I agree that he dropped, but once he dropped to the 6th round, I thought it was easy pickings. I like the Glaber pick. Pretty much the earliest I would have taken Glaber. Like I think Glaber is ranked a little too high, but I think mid 6th is probably right around where you want to get him. And then Gene Segura. I mean, I'm surprised Johnny didn't go Segura. I don't know what his team looked like. I guess it just depends. Do you want the power? Do you want the speed? I think Glaber's a better player, but I don't know what his team was looking like. I don't know if he needed the power or something. trying to remember who he grabbed. Rendon grabbed Bryant. I mean, I think he could have used the speed, but I don't know. DeGrom, Yelich. I don't know. I mean, he's a better player. I think just get the better player. Fuck you, Kyle, who's obviously gonna watch and be like, Segura's so much better, and he's great. I love Segura. Don't worry about it. Tyone, that was a big surprise. I was very angry that Jarrett took him here. Great pick, Jarrett. Mr. Ball Cancer. So in all my mocks and all my I don't know, pre-draft strategy stuff, Tyone was I wrote down basically no pitching until Tyone in the late sixth, well early sixth I guess is where my pick is, or seventh, and then Zach Wheeler. Those are the first two pitchers I was planning to get. So weirdly, Carrasco dropped to where I would have wanted to get Tyone, so it worked out. But I didn't end up getting Tyone or Zach Wheeler. But Tyone's a great pick. I think he's like a clear top 20, top 15 guy. He's awesome. JT Realmuto, I just hate it. Honestly, I don't like catchers early. Again, like pitching at this point. Yes, I'm totally cool with taking pitching at this point. Obviously. Not a lot, but I always go hitter heavy. But catchers, I just, if you get Realmuto, sure. I think round 6 is a little early, because honestly, look at Realmuto's stat line, and I don't know, if he played first base, if he played any other position, he's not ranked that high. I mean, just go down to, let's find somebody, McCutchen. Andrew McCutchen, that's a better stat line, completely. McCutchen is a better offensive player than Realmuto. But Realmuto goes, 3 rounds earlier. I mean, I can keep going. I can go down to even Will Myers has a similar projection. Really, Will Myers should most likely have a similar stat line to Realmuto, but the dude goes in round 10. It's just if he wasn't a catcher, nobody would pick him that early. But it's nothing bad about it. It's just yeah, you have the best catcher probably in baseball, but I don't know. I just treat it like tight end. It's just not worth it. Mike goes Corey Seager because he kind of knows his girlfriend. So I like Seager though. Seager's cool. And then he goes Vlad. I mean, oh my god, I keep yawning. I like Vlad. You gotta wait until he comes up, which sucks. Probably end of April you're gonna see him. Might not even be April. He might miss all of April, but I don't know. I mean, my thing with Vlad is if he's missing a month, do I really think he can put up better numbers than Matt Carpenter? I mean, Matt Carpenter hit 30 homers, 36 last year, sorry. Or Mitch Haniger, who they're not showing me last year's stats, and I don't feel like looking. You know what I mean? Justin Upton. I mean, do I think Vlad Guerrero? I think Vlad will hit for a better average than Upton, but I don't know. It's risky. Who knows? We also don't care about batting average. We care about OPS. So Conforto. I mean, Conforto rocks basically a over 800 OPS. So you really are expecting Vlad to outperform, Conforto basically, or something like that, I guess, or Miguel Andujar. So I don't know. It's risky, but it's fun too. So that's probably the main thing is it's fun as fuck to have Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Love the Murphy pick. Dude, I should have gotten more sleep tonight. It is crazy. Hey Jam. So let's see. Michael Conforto is good. Blah blah blah. Oh yeah, my dad ruined everything here. Look, Puig, Zach Wheeler, back to back. 2 guys. I was just I wanted Puig. Though I like Haniger better, which is why I took Haniger. Because again, Haniger dropped a little bit. Haniger was ranked. Did they really not say where he was ranked? I guess not. Whatever. I know he dropped a little, not much, maybe half a round or something. I think Haniger's better than Corey Seager. No offense, Michael. But then Zach Wheeler I really really wanted. Like I said, he was one of the first two pitchers I wanted, just right off the board. Um, then who else? David Price. I mean, I think he's like firmly a top 25 starter, but I would have rather had Flaherty, and I would have rather had Clevenger. I maybe would have even rather had Barrios, just because like think about it like look at David Price last year. Like 3.6 ERA, barely a K per, let's go. Why did I click Gary? Like look at Barrios, like better, you know. So he had a better season than Price. And think about the division they each pitch in. Like one pitch is in the AL East, the other pitch is in the Central. Uh, you know, I just think I would have rather gone Barrios. He had a better year last year. He's younger. He's got nasty stuff, and he doesn't pitch in the AL East. So, fuck you, JJ. The first closer or reliever was Chapman off the board. Round eight's probably the earliest I would have touched him, I guess. So I think that's fine. I'm not against it. Big Kershaw risk. Again, very sorry about the yawns. Now, why is Kyle texting me again? Oh my god. Now, Chapman versus Edwin Diaz, which I think were like, or Kenley were the three I think top ranked relievers. I'm sorry, I'm reading Kyle's stupid text. He doesn't know I'm doing this probably, so he doesn't know that he's interrupting. But I would have gone Edwin Diaz first and Kenley because I took Kenley, so that's biased, but just because I think like Edwin Diaz is getting every single save for the Mets. That's just like we know that the Mets aren't gonna. I mean, yes, they could put Familia out there for a couple if Edwin is like really tired. If you pitched like 2 or 3 days in a row, but like Edwin Diaz is going to close. The Mets aren't doing. Well, I wish they would. I wish they would embrace what other teams are and like, hey, what the fuck, Kyle, chill. That. Oh, this high leverage. Like this guy's. We don't have like defined roles, but we just know the Mets are gonna put Edwin Diaz there every single time. Now, you're probably saying, well, Chapman should, but the difference is the Yankees have so many pitchers that honestly are as good as Chapman. That I think they'll use more often to get saves. Possibly, so I don't know. I just think Edwin has a little more save upside. But Caper 9, I don't know. It's probably even. I don't know why I'm talking so long about relievers. Gary Sanchez is a terrible pick. I'm yawning again because Gary's so bad. Like, again, how in God's name is this stat line? Why am I pointing? Use the mouse. Why is this stat line in the 8th round or 9th round? No offense, Michael. I know you admitted I would hate this pick, and I do. Of course I do. But like, why is this stat line in the 8th round or even the 10th round? Now Mike took McCutchen, who's another example I'll use of. Look at how much better McCutchen is. Look at how much better even Jesus Aguilar is. I mean, come on. Look at Pollock. Look at Joey Gallo, Abreu, Chapman. Like, dude, Josh Donaldson. Donaldson's. Who knows? He could have a terrible year, but I don't know. It's just because he plays catcher. Who cares? Anyway. He did redeem it with McCutchen. A great pick. It infuriated me. I was so angry when that happened. Don't care. Pollock's good, but hopefully he doesn't get hurt. D. Gordon, I think it's a terrible pick. No offense, Sam, again. Oh my god. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's terrible. I don't know. He's just all he does is steal. He doesn't do anything else. He's like Billy Hamilton. So honestly, I I don't like that Jarrett took Billy Hamilton, but wherever he took him, I know he took him after D Gordon, which is enough. If you so, you know what, Billy Hamilton's a better pick because he was later. Gallo I love, but he might start hurt. Chapman I reached, but like who cares at this point? He's awesome. I really wanted a third baseman. Um, Even though I have Machado, who should get the eligibility. Chapman's just a beast. I love him. Rosario. I'm really surprised. Oh my god, this is bad. This is bad. I could never be a YouTuber or a streamer. I would just yawn the whole time. Again, I'm going to talk about another one of my picks and why I think it was great. But that's why I ranked myself number one, because clearly I did the best. But like my dad took Roberto Ozuna, who I just first of all the dude abused like a child or so. I don't even. It says he's a weird man. He beat his wife. I don't remember what he did. He's good. I just don't think he's that good because so like they have some really good relievers in Houston. I honestly I don't know if this is a bold prediction. I just think Ozuna loses his job within a month, 2 months maybe, and even if he doesn't, like I have Ryan Presley who I think let's get holds in the meantime. So, but the real issue I thought was he left Kenley. I just think Kenley's just clearly just better than Ozuna. They both pitch for good teams, so that's not why. Kyle, relax. Oh my god. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. I don't know why I'm bothering with this. Kenley again dropped really far. He was ranked like 50 something, dropped to 93rd. So I don't know. I'm not like crazy about Kenley. It's just like why don't let a guy drop 40 picks past you. I don't like Peraza. Scooter was an auto pick. Oh my god. Stayed up too late writing rankings, obviously. Scooter was an auto pick. Jared also just didn't know he was hurt, which I don't blame him. It happened like the day of. Tanaka I think is a bad pick. Again, like Tanaka I think is a bad pick because it's not that Tanaka sucks. He's not great. It's that like I like Charlie Morton better and I got him rounds later. I want to pick guys that I did. I like German Marquez better. I like Mikolas better. I like, I'm trying to find guys I didn't draft because I sound like an idiot. The Shane Bieber. I like Shane Bieber better than Tanaka. Just, Nick Pivetta I like better. Hendricks I think is like as good as Tanaka. I think that would be a fair, so. This is taking forever, by the way. Kimbrel's a free agent, idiot. What are you doing, dude? Ender Inciarte. This is unreal. I think I'm only yawning this much because I'm talking so much. I think David Peralta was a great pick. Because think about it, like you have Victor Robles here who could have a good year. I think he really could. He's great. He's a good top prospect, right? But you take David Peralta, who's just already proven, hey, I can hit 290 and hit 30 homers. So, you know what I mean? Like, it's the boring guy who has already proven it over taking, like, a young man or somebody like a Mazzara. I don't know. I think it was a really good pick. Like, I like him better than Inciarte just because, well, I shouldn't say that. Well, no, I do like him better than Inciarte, but nothing wrong with Inciarte. My dad surprised me with Rosario. I was gonna possibly take him if I didn't have like already like Trey Turner, I guess, and Machado. But yeah, he's having a great spring, and I think he's gonna be good. So, and then he took Josh Hader, which pissed me off. I wanted him badly. I'm just surprised my dad. Not that he knew who he was, but that he took him. I think Moustakas was a great pick, but I like Travis Shaw better. So I got the guy I preferred. Because I was looking at both, and I thought if JJ took Travis Shaw, I'd be pissed. But I wanted Shaw over Moose. But I would have taken Moose if he took Shaw. And that pissed off Mike too, because he was gonna take Shaw. So and then he got Rugnid. Like here's a good example. Like here's Adalberto Mondesi. Who? Oh God, he's ugly. who had an insane like second half last year. And this is where I talk about D Gordon. Like up here, D Gordon. I I know they play different positions, but you don't care that he's a second baseman. You care that he steals bases. You could have had Mondesi down here in round 12, um, who is gonna do the same shit, but he probably is gonna be a better hitter too, or he might not. Worst case, he steals, which is what D Gordon does. Um, Piscotti has a home run already, so you're good there, Mike. Profar is interesting. Um, oh my god, plays a lot of positions and had a decent year last year. I knew Kyle would take Robbie Ray. I mean, he's good. He strikes people out. I got Nimmo. Had to do it. Had to do it. Um, Very happy I got him. I'm gonna talk about catchers for a minute, just because like here's Grandal, who it's funny. Like I look at his stat line and it's so much better than Gary. Why was Gary ranked like 4 rounds ahead of him? I don't get it. So that's why I don't get catchers. But catcher in general, like again, like do I really care about getting a guy that hits 240? No, not really. Like you could have had Edwin, who's a better hitter, or well, Wilson Ramos is good. I do like him. Or I don't know. I don't know. I just don't care about catchers. I guess I don't know. Like even Wilson Ramos, like 17 homers, it's a good average, but like who cares? I don't know. I love Morton. I'll talk about him. I think he's awesome. Um, yeah, whatever. He's cool. Like he's a guy. He's drafted in round 14. I think he deserves to be up in like round 10. So that's just. I think Miguel Cabrera is a good pick. Like here's where Billy Hamilton comes in and Malik Smith in the same round. Two guys, all they do is steal bases and yeah, Billy Hamilton was horrible, horrible last year. Um, and I just think that with Billy, like the Reds didn't let him run that much. I was just reading there. They gave him the green light like 30% of the time. Why? If you get blessed that Billy Hamilton gets on base, just let him run. So I think that's what the Royals are going to do. The Royals are going to tell Billy and Mondesi run and run and run and run. So good pick, I guess, just because like it's got him like 4 rounds later than D Gordon. Matt Olson's hurt, sucks. Brad Hand, um, I don't hate him. It's just another matter of I think there were better relievers on the board. Like Yates, for example, I thought was better. This pissed me off, dude. Muncy Devers back to back. Both of them I think are really underrated. I don't know why they're both this low, honestly. Like look at Devers' stat line and tell me why you're drafting Wilson Contreras or whatever catcher before this. It's because they play catcher. That's it. So whatever. Box score doesn't care what position you play. I'm just saying, guys. I love Shane Bieber. And dude, so Kyle's giving me a lot of shit about my pitching staff. I love all of them. I'm not even kidding. It was a planned pitching staff. Like this wasn't just like, I'll just pick random guy. No, like I specifically wanted Yu Darvish. I wanted Morton. I wanted Pivetta. I wanted Rodriguez. Darvish had a bad year last year. Like, what is this? Don't give me this. He had a bad year last year, but he was just hurt. Like he really was hurt the whole year, and now he should be healthy. And if that's the case, you're just getting in round 15. Hopefully, you're getting 180, 200 innings. You're getting whatever. You're just getting a solid, consistent pitcher. In round 15. So like who's Kyle taking? Who's Kyle's big? Oh, Wade Davis. That's sick. Yeah, his 4 ERA in Colorado. It's gonna be a lot more fun than Yu Darvish, Kyle. I do like Ryan Braun though. It's a good pick there, buddy boy. Kikuchi's good too. I like Darvish better than Kikuchi a little, but I do like Kikuchi. Anyway, J Hap. Dozier. Pavetta's another one. I mean, if you go and like look at any sleeper article, breakout pitchers for this year, it's everyone's saying Pavetta. It's just so it's not like a sneaky pick. It's just his FIP was way lower than his ERA. He got really unlucky. Like look at the Ks, and like he's dope. He's really dope, and hopefully it all pans out. But again, Pavetta's awesome. Round 16, I think is a crime. I think he's better than Chris Archer. I think he's probably better than Robbie Ray because Kyle drafted him. So clearly, I think he's better than no, I like Mikolas a little bit more. But I think he's better than Mike Fultonevich. I think he's better than Mad Bum. Way better. I don't like Mad Bum at all this year. Eovaldi, good pick. Good pick. Well done, Johnny, as usual. Hendricks, I like. I don't like Cole Hamels, really, but like I'd rather have Lester. I guess. I don't know. I like DeYoung. Got some, I don't know. Nothing wrong with him, I guess. Mike took Otani. Probably a little too early. But again, it's fun. I'm going to yawn again, so. He's only going to hit this year. They're projecting 22 homers. I hope so. I hope he does. I like Doolittle a lot. Eduardo Rodriguez is another guy that is like post-hype sleeper. Like he had the big hype as a sleeper, it failed, and then he had a good year last year, 3.8 ERA, good K per good K per nine. Like he's looking good. If he improves upon that this year, adds more innings, finally like gets a full year, I think he's gonna be good. So another like Tyler Skaggs was another guy similar to Eduardo Rodriguez. These are good pitchers that are gonna hold down staffs. Like I like Skaggs better than like Quintana. I like Kikuchi way better than Quintana. Like, I don't like Quintana at all. I just don't think there's any upside. There's upside with Rodriguez and Skaggs and Kikuchi. I don't think there's any with Quintana. There's none. He doesn't strike anybody out. Like he's just boring. CJ Cron's a great pick. Kenta Maeda, I think, is a good pick, but quality starts are going to be really hard to come by with him, so worry about that. Zunino, I wanted him. This is the catcher that I wanted. I'm upset because, look, round 19, this is what I'm talking about with catcher people. Zunino's not, like, sexy, He's not blowing you away, but 20 homers in round 19 out of your catcher. So let me get this straight. You'd rather have Grandal or Contreras, who are going to do maybe a little better. They're going to do a little bit better, like 10 rounds ago, or whatever, 7 rounds, doesn't matter, 5 rounds ago. It's like just ridiculous. Just wait, get Zunino. But of course, I didn't get him, so great. That's who I wanted. Arrieta's terrible. Took Will Smith. Round 19 for, I just think, a really good reliever. That's pretty much it. I just think he's really good. So, better than Cody Allen. Sorry, Dad. I like Anibal Sanchez though. That was a great pick. I think that's a good sneaky pick. Austin Meadows. Why are they not? Some guys just don't have stats. They're just not showing them. I don't know. I like Meadows. A little bit of a sleeper, kinda. Grichuk I liked a lot. I really wanted him. Is Heaney hurt? Open the season on the DL. Damn, Jarrett has so many guys that are hurt. It's actually insane. Rich Hill's hurt, so way to go. I think there's just a lot of guys that are hurt. Glasnow I think was a good pick, but I think quality starts might be a little difficult just for how the Rays use their bullpen. Senzel was not my doing. I didn't tell him who he was, dude. Keuchel's a free agent. Who knows, Jarrett? Jarrett might have literally he might not pitch this year. I mean, who knows? I don't know. Like, I would have rather had Lester than Keuchel there, but I think Jarrett was auto-picking by now. I would have rather had Lester. I think they're going to have similar stat lines. Not exciting. Or Colin McHugh. I think Colin McHugh's the best of the three. I took Luke Voigt, who for some reason Kyle was dissing. Um, Come on, dude. He had like over 1,000 OPS last year in 143 at bats. Everyone's like, oh, blah blah blah, Aaron Bird, blah blah, or Greg Bird, Aaron Bird. Who, that's not a real person. They read Aaron Hicks. Like fuck Greg Bird, dude. Greg Bird's gone. He's already hurt. He's gonna get hurt. He's gonna keep getting hurt. And then it's Luke Voigt, baby. My DD. I'm all for stashing somebody on the DL, but it's just gonna take too long. Joe Musgrove, I really like. I don't know why. I think Kyle also dissed Joe Musgrove. Why? It's round 22. Okay? 22. All right? And just like last year, 115 innings. That's a 4 ERA. What's wrong with that? Better than a quality start, brother. It's round 22. Who else? Who am I picking? Who? Like, look at some other pitchers. Like, you want me to take Michael Wacha? Fuck Michael Wacha. 84 innings last year. Nothing. I did like Joey Lucchesi. I will say that. But like Gosman, he's hurt. First of all, oh my God, Jarrett's team, so many injuries. Like Sean Newcomb, I don't like Sean Newcomb at all. Dude's gonna get blown up. I'd rather get Joe Musgrove, and I did. So, yeah. Kyle just doesn't know enough about pitching, dude. You know, let's be honest. Kyle just doesn't. He just doesn't know. He doesn't get it. He doesn't know how to find those diamonds in the rough. It's his loss, though. He'll just continue to draft Steven Souza Jr. and Sonny Gray. Ross Stripling, though, dude. Super pick. So many injuries in the Dodgers rotation. My man, Chicken Strip, gonna pitch hopefully more than 100 innings. So, you know. Here's my catcher, Kyle. I know Kyle is going to be like, oh, nice catcher. Dude, and if my catcher hits 250 and hits me like double-digit homers, great. That's like all I care about. I don't care about it. Like, who gives a shit? It's my catcher. Big deal. It just doesn't matter. Plus, he's having a good spring, and he's a top prospect. It's a fun top prospect. You know, forget Vlad Guerrero, dude. It's all about Danny Jansen. Laureano, I love. Great pick here. Just like you not 20 steals was his projection. It's great. You're not gonna get that this late in the draft. Way better pick than Sonny Gray. So much better. So this was funny. Jung Ho Gong, Mike suddenly realized he didn't have a third baseman because he drafted Vlad, so he knew that he can't play, so his third base is empty. And then he didn't draft any backup to fill in, and he was like, I need one. I was like, dude, I just remembered. Jung Ho Gong, he's back from his DUI. He's ready to play, and he's actually having a great spring, and he should hit like 20 plus homers. So excited. That was a good pick, I think, at least. Matt Barnes, I think, is a good pick. I mean, even if he doesn't like blow your doors out, like you're getting the potential closer for the Red Sox. Pretty good. Domingo, again, I don't know. He hit a grand slam already, so it's cool. I did think he was. I think he's ranked a little low, but not. I don't know. Him like he's a guy like Laureano. I think Laureano is better than a 24th round pick, and I think Domingo was too. Like he let me 20 homers. But same thing for like a guy like Trey Mancini. I think Trey Mancini's super underrated down here. Same with Adam Frazier and Verdugo's interesting. Um, yeah, I don't know. If he gets starting time, cool. I like his Drupal as well, actually. Kind of like a terrible player, and nobody wants to draft him, but he had a good year. Pete Alonso. I had to take Pete. Had to take Peter. How could I not? I know Johnny was eyeing him. I know Johnny already took Conforto. Johnny wanted him. I know you did, brother. Don't even lie. What else? I think Reynaldo Lopez is like a top 60, top 50, probably top 60 starting pitcher. So getting him this late, I think, is a really good spot. I mean, he's going next to guys like Steven Matz, Carlos Martinez. Oh, I'd much rather have Reynaldo Lopez at this stage, round 27. What other good picks? Sir Anthony Dominguez, you know, reliever. Sorry, I got distracted. Zoe did something. Like Seth Lugo, dude. You're taking Seth Lugo? I'm taking Sir Anthony Dominguez. Don't even give me that shit. Fuck Seth Lugo. CC, gross. Presley's the guy I was talking about. I think steals the job from Ozuna. So if he doesn't, he's just a good pitcher. Whatever. I need to sign a big extension. So Tatis Jr. getting the prospects loaded up. Kinsler, dude. I hate to say it, good pick. I mean, it's a good pick. Kyle said, what did he tell me? He told me like some website projected him for like 18 homers and like 14 steals, which I think is it could happen. I don't see why not. I don't know why they're projecting him to get under 300 at bats. He's not hurt. He's starting, is right? Like, yeah, I don't know. ESPN's fucking dumb. Daniel Palka, great pick. Just because it's this late and you're getting a 30 home run hitter. Round 28 and you get a guy that hits 30 homers? Yeah, like Zach Eflin, dude. Zach Eflin is going to be better. Like, come on, dude. What are you talking about? Look at those strikeouts. Fucking, this dude blows. Terrible. Awful. When you could have had Forrest Whitley, much rather have Forrest Whitley. Not Tuki Tucson, but dude, I'd much rather have Jeff Smarja. Like, I don't know if you don't get. Like, look, come on, I gotta defend Jeff Smarja. I don't even know how to spell his name. Okay, Jeff Smarja. Take a look, Kyle. Okay, defend something. Last year, 2018, terrible, 6.25 ERA. I get it. 44 innings, dude. Throw that out the door. That didn't exist. Let's take a look at 2017. Look at those innings. Innings. Freaking like 5 straight years of 200 innings. 6 straight years of 200 in. Whatever. Okay? And then the ERAs. Oh, 4 point. Whatever, dude. None of that matters. 4.3, 2.9, 3.8, 4.4. If he. Listen to this. If he gives me a 4.4 ERA, 207, 200 innings. Okay? Strikes out 200. Whatever. I am thrilled, Kyle. I'm thrilled. I don't want to clap loud. Because I got him in round 29. So, what's the, it's round 29. Round 29, people are taking Zach Eflin. You think Zach Eflin's cool? No. He's not. Jeff Smarja, dude. Nobody cares. Everybody's like, ew, he's ugly as shit. He's old. He was bad last year. Yeah? That's why. Round 29, baby. That's where you get the value that nobody else wants. Anyway. And Matt Strahm, I love, so whatever. I think Matt Strahm's better than Smarja. And I took, so. Oh, my God. Yeah, I love Matt Strahm. I think he's a really good, like, little sleeper pick. Like, nobody knows who he is, I'm guessing. Johnny, I bet Johnny knows. Johnny, you probably know who this is, right? Okay, leave it in the comments. Anyway, he's great. Gonna surprise people. What else? Mr. Irrelevant Ottavino. I think this is a good pick. Like 100 Ks. So, I mean, realistically, he's giving you like half a season of like an ace pitcher, right? So I don't know. Is Brendan Rodgers gonna play? By the way, yeah, they assigned him to minor league camp. What's the reason for calling him up? They have Hampson and McMahon, who they want to try first, both are having good springs. That's the only spot he can play. He can only play second base. So, I don't know. I'm not trying to shit on you, Kyle, but kinda. Pretty bad draft picks, dude. So yeah, I don't know how long this was, but you can fast forward through it, I'm sure. I'm gonna do more stuff like this, because I'm really bored all the time, and I want the league to be the best league possible. Okay, so see you guys later.